On the red corner, representing Morocco, Doha Tauchani.
Well, here she comes, the Moroccan opponent, Touani Doha of Morocco. All smiles. She knows there's going to be the whole crowd watching her bout. The stadium has packed up, the KD Jadhav Arena at the Indira Gandhi Stadium in Delhi, as the third Indian is going to be in the fray, women's featherweight under 57 kilograms. Now,
on the
Akshay
blue
Kumar, the announcer.
corner, representing India, Sonia.
And just walking past us, Sonia Lathar with the Indian coaches and of course Rafael Bergamasco, the Italian coach. Just listen to the applause. School children from different schools all over Delhi have assembled here. It's a holiday on Saturday. And Patrick's come running from the crowd. Mikhail Shechkov is going to have a
I'll tell you something, Nobby. I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. No word of a lie. So many kids, thousands of kids in the crowd here cheering on Sonia. I don't envy Sonia. The pressure is immense. We've had 2 Indian winners. Can we now get a third? It would be magical to see if we could go 3 from 3. But the Moroccan's going to be no pushover. The school children, boys and girls of all ages, loving the action here. It's what bringing these World Championships to New Delhi was all about. It's India in blue, Morocco in red. You can't hear yourself think in this stadium. Can Sonia make it 3 from 3 from India?
Sonia, relatively inexperienced boxer, her first World Championship. She's got medals in international championships this year, so she's in good form.
She got caught there. She's got to be careful. Her defence is a little bit low. Obviously a tactic and a fighting style she's comfortable with. I wouldn't want to be a judge giving the verdict if it goes to points to the Moroccan, that's for sure.
Experienced Russian referee Mikhail Shechkov keeping a close eye on proceedings. So far they've been swinging from far, swinging in midair, little to choose.
Of course, she's got that unorthodox stance as well a little bit. Oh, she got caught again on the chin there, Sonia. Oh, lovely shot. She managed to get contact with the Moroccan there, who starts to hold on. That was the best shot of the bout so far from Sonia.
Well, Sonia's an aggressive boxer, always likes to take the fight to her opponent. She's not one for retreating, she's the one for advancing. As you see her here, swinging right, didn't connect. Sonia Lathar from Dadri in Haryana, 21 years old.
She forced the Moroccan into a wild swing there, and of course we talk about the pressure on Sonia. If you're Dua Tijani as well, you've got to feel the pressure with all these people, thousands of them here, knowing that they want you to lose. I mean, it's not an easy situation for the Moroccan to be in either.
Yes, it's really tweedledum tweedledee. The pressure's on Sonia also because she has to live up to the expectations. But with the Moroccan, it can sometimes, you know, get you all excited, inspired, that you will show the crowd that I can do well. It's been a very close bout so
Well, she's
far.
forcing Tijani into some wild swings here, Sonia, and she has got a very unorthodox style, hasn't she? Even the way she has a backswing on her punches sometimes looks a bit more like a slap than a punch. But she comes from that boxing hotbed of Bhiwani in Haryana, and you'll know, I think that's Vijinder territory, isn't it? Vijinder Singh territory?
Yes, Vijinder and all set the trend, but Sonia was really inspired by the first woman boxer from that area, Kavita Chail, who got an Arjuna award, India's highest sports award, and that's why Sonia took to boxing. Her family encouraged her. She's got dancing feet, quick feet, very unorthodox style, but really not connecting in the first round, neither of the boxers.
Wild swings from both. She's got this very unorthodox style, Sonia, and I think it's going to work in her favour here because the Moroccan, I think, is a little bit nonplussed about how to break through. And the Moroccan is being reduced to the occasional wild swing as the crowd cheer as they lean against the ropes. Shirney, the mascot, just walks past our commentary position. She's doing a great job, the Tigress, of whipping the crowd up into a frenzy. I just like to see Sonia being a bit more economical here as the end of the first round comes. No decisive winner. I think Rafael Bergamasco, the doyen of the Indian coaches, might make some adjustments here. And one thing's for sure, Sonia's not being overwrought by the occasion here. She's in this for the long haul. She's not going to be stopped in this contest.
Well, Rafael, that is the hallmark of his coaching. He encourages boxers to be individualistic and judges them on their temperament rather than just strength and skills. Second round starts.
So it's India in blue. Sonia Tajani of Morocco in red. Very even Stevens. Or even Stephanie, we should say, really, first round, shouldn't we? But in this second round, the crowd roaring, Sonia on to make, and there's a nice left jab again. The left jab is serving her well, Novi.
The left jab is serving her well, but she's at the receiving end of some left crosses also from Toyani Doa of Morocco. The Moroccan also has kept a low guard now, swaying away. Sonia has quick hands, looking for an opening. Both boxers have lowered their guard at present, so are we going to see lots of explosive action after the end of the first minute of the second round?
Well, Sonia's fought with a low guard all the way through this contest. She's got this very bizarre style, even when the jab's coming forward. Sometimes she's leading the jab with sort of the side of her knuckle, not the front of it. It's peculiar to watch, but it's certainly given the Moroccan plenty to think about as the Indian flag is paraded around the stadium.
There, Sonia retreating. She's got quick feet. Toyani Doa trying to catch her in a corner. Not successful. Swinging right, misses. Sonia misses. Sonia Lathar, to give her a full name. Again a right hook, but Sonia sways away from punches. Her defense is good.
Oh my word, the Moroccan, that's a bit much, isn't it? The Moroccan leaning onto Sonia should be warned about that. You cannot do that. It's all very well leaning into the ropes, and she was almost trying to push Sonia out the ring there, and Sonia's just been caught by a right. Nervous times here for the Indian. She needs to ride through this storm, Nobby, with a minute to go in the second.
Mikhail Shashkov quickly separated them. Box on, is saying. There's a lot of emotion, they're high on adrenaline, but so far the technique of the boxing hasn't been really of a high order.
It hasn't been. And the Moroccan, you have to say, has probably been the more busy of the two fighters, but still Sonia, she looks like she's got petrol left in the tank, leaving something to work with in the third round.
That's
punch to the back of the head, yeah.
Won't
Referee's not
count.
going to stand for that.
No, not at all. You have to get the blows on the target area. Sonia not getting points for that. A receiving end of a jab.
But they
right
both,
jab.
I think, hit each other simultaneously there, but it was Sonia that was momentarily rocked. The Moroccan again, she's almost fighting. They're both fighting incredibly unorthodox styles. A nice jab landing from the Indian. Well, the final seconds of round number 2, and it's turning into a real scrap this. It's a scrap with style, though, to a certain extent. A scrap with a strange style, Novi.
Both very strange style, and I'm surprised Toyani Doa has also fallen into the trap, keeping a low guard and getting into a scrap. She's the more technical boxer. But anyway, the youngsters enjoying it. So the vital third round, Patrick.
Anticipation, the thousands in attendance in their afters, the VIPs and dignitaries.
Sonia, who's won a bronze medal in Turkey and Serbia earlier this year in international tournaments. But the World Championships is a different kettle of fish. The level of competition is much higher.
Oh, she caught him with the right. That momentarily rocked the Moroccan, and now they're wrestling to the floor again. This time, not sure who was at fault there. I don't think the referee's apportioning blame, just getting them both to their feet. The crowd, every time something dramatic happens, raise a roar. I think from a purist point of view, you'd want to see Sonia land a couple of nice clean shots inside the final 2 minutes, and there could be one of them. Lovely right, lovely left. And she's wrestled down again. The referee's going to have to do something about this.
Yes, the clinches are getting out of control.
Well, she was wrestled down by the Moroccan on that occasion. And why on earth is he speaking to Sonia? The referee's completely botched that. That was the Moroccan's impetus, not the Indians.
Well, I think what he saw was that Sonia went to her body. But what is really important is this third round. Again, there's been very little boxing. Both have to be careful. I think there's very little that separates them. The last 80 seconds will be very vital, Patrick.
Well, I wouldn't want to be these judges. if they gave the decision to the Moroccan, but can Sonia take it out of any controversial territory by landing a telling blow in these final 65 seconds? 2 Indians so far have come, Manisha and Sarita Dev, both have won. Can we make it a hat-trick of Indian successes with Sonia?
41 boxers in this is an Olympic category under 57 kilograms. The winner here progresses to the pre-quarter final against Stanmira Petrova.
So a place at the round of 16, the big table when you're only then 2 fights away from a medal. If, and it's a big if, Sonia can find something special in the final 30 seconds to edge the decision against the cagey Moroccan. 2 unorthodox styles have given us in some ways a peculiar contest. But whatever happens here, Sonia's done her country proud, and she certainly is one for the future, Novik.
She certainly is peculiar but entertaining bout in a very unconventional manner. Swinging hands, at times resembles a street fight more than a following the Marquess of Queenberry rules. But again, the Moroccan slightly in control of the ring, swinging a right, and there they come to an
that's
end.
the end of it. Lovely finish between the two after some controversial moments in the contest. India expects, India awaits, but only 5 people in this room know the verdict, and they're the 5 judges that now have to score this contest. It'll go to the cards for a place in the round of 16 in the women's featherweight category. Will it be Sonia of India, or will Morocco's Tijani Dua spoil the host nation's perfect start to the competition as we look back at the best of the action on round 3?
Well, Patrick, I don't think all 5 of them also know. Each one of them knows what they're doing. We're going to see lots of wrestling holds in this. Earlier on, Tijani Dua did get in a couple of jabs. Well, this would be a straight pin. This is a bit unfortunate. Shalakov separating them.
And
And now the verdict.
the winner on points by unanimous decision in the blue
She's done it! It's 3 from 3! India win! India win! And Sonia has pulled off a huge upset and makes the round of 16, and listen to the crowd! Sonia's already left a Moroccan in her wake, a Bulgarian too. Can she complete the trio by seeing off the Colombian Castaneda to book a semi-final date with the impressive North Korean and guarantee India yet another medal?
Ladies and gentlemen, bout 2-1 in a ring A. Weight category, women's feather, 57 kg on the red corner. Introducing Colombia, Jenny Raquela Arias.
And here she comes out, the Colombian girl, Yeni M. Castaneda.
And ladies and gentlemen, on the blue corner, introducing India, Sonia.
And Sonia, who gave a very good account of herself when she beat the 2014 world champion Petrova of Bulgaria. And Sonia unexpectedly in the quarterfinal.
Ukrainian referee for this one, judges from Uganda, Russia, Canada, Hungary and Kazakhstan, and of course that win against Petrova, which I thought was generous, giving it 3-2 to Sonia, but not generous to Sonia, generous to Petrova. That was the outcome that caused all kinds of problems with the Bulgarian coach, who was subsequently suspended and had his accreditation withdrawn. Sonia, one of the Indian performances of the championships in that last round. Can she build on that and now see off the Colombian Castaneda? I'm fascinated to see if Sonia can translate this clear height advantage she has and that excellent technique she employed to such good effect against Petrova into a big win here, and there's no question the crowd are behind the girl representing the country whose flag is held up aloft in the stands.
She's got the height advantage, the girl from Dadri, small village in Haryana. Sonia, 21 years old.
Another youngster and one for the future, whatever she does here. She's a bright hope and a possible future Olympian for India. Castaneda though, the bulldog spirit of the Colombian, she'll have very quick hands here. Sonia though with a lovely 1-2 there, a nice bobbing raid from the Indian with the first noticeable scoring shots of this first round.
And the Colombian with that crouching stance, somewhat unusual. Sonia has to take that into account.
Oh, she caught it with the left there, Sonia. Lovely little tag on the counter attack. This is what we saw
Against Petrova also.
in the previous 2 rounds. She does such a good job of tagging and getting out of harm's way. She uses that tall and slender frame to really good advantage. She's so light on her feet. Her muscle memory is excellent. Covering up to avoid the jab now, Castaneda. But Sonia's made a strong start here in round 1.
The crowd on their feet roaring her on.
Oh, she got tagged there though. That was a good shot from Castaneda. Just sent Sonia's head back momentarily against the ropes.
The referee cautioning them. Dmitro of Ukraine, Dmitro Lazarev, been quite even midway through the first round.
Oh, lovely again. Quick hands from Sonia. Another nice 2-shot combination. And for me, the Indians well on the way to taking this first round. Still over a minute to go, mind. But she's working really well and using that height advantage. Such a brilliant build Sonia has here for featherweight. Really good. Always going to be tricky for girls shorter than her with this style to get close to her.
Yes, that certainly is, Patrick. But again, caution by Dmitro Lazarev to Sonia.
She's got a great reach as well. Just look how long those arms are. Castaneda at the moment struggling to live with Sonia. Are we seeing the start of a charge to a third guaranteed Indian medal here?
Retreating well, the Colombian chasing Sonia. Last 30 seconds of the first round. Keeping good temperament, good footwork, Sonia.
Using that leading jab to such good effect, and what's been noticeable in this contest is the jab's usually been followed up by a decent second shot as well, and she's just taking her time, and of course the pressure will build on Castaneda, and if she can just stay out of dodge, Sonia should be able to pick this Colombian off in the final 2 rounds, because that is at worst for me a 10-9 round to the Indian, an absolute worst.
So good.
Well, no, there's been confusion there because the buzzer of ring 2, or ring B I should say, went off just before, and the referee that time was fooled. He pulled them apart 2 seconds before the bell, but nevertheless no harm done, and a good round from Sonia.
Yes, Sonia, quick movement, quicksilver movement, light on her feet. Good boxing skills, good boxing intelligence has dictated the pace of this bout, as these highlights are showing, and has really done our coach proud, followed his instructions to the cue.
Well, there's the coach. She listens to him, and you can see how animated he is. I tell you what, I think Rafael is more animated with Sonia during fights than any of the other boxers. Can Sonia in blue continue her dominance over the Colombian in red?
Sonia starting again with the long reach, much the same, lean, lanky, clever. Castaneda taking the bout to her now, the Colombian girl. Castaneda swinging with the right. Neat left jab by Sonia, trying to penetrate the high guard of Castaneda. Cagey affair so far in the second round. Little bit of caution by the referee. Dmitro Lazarev, this bout proving to be very interesting, Patrick.
Certainly is. And again, Sonia now, this is such a consistent style that's seen her to such good effect. She tags Castaneda with another left. This is really impressive stuff.
Arias Castaneda getting picked off by this left jab, but is stalking Sonia now. Arias Castaneda from Colombia in red. Getting in a few blows of her own. No use of the elbows, says the referee. A good bout between both these boxers, very intelligent. Telling her to come forward is Bergamasco. Is Sonia retreating too much? With the same things were told to Pinky Rani.
Look at how she got out of trouble there. Brilliant use of the body bobbing and weaving, got out of that problem area in the corner, and Castaneda, oh, that was a beautiful shot by the Colombian. That was her best work of the match so far, and Sonia does have to be careful here because Castaneda is coming on strong. As we get to the final 60 seconds of the second, we need Sonia to land something of her own in this second round. That was an almighty blow that she was on the receiving end of there, as the referee tells her to keep that head high.
Caution again, Sonia asked to keep the head high. Arias Castaneda gets in a jab to the stomach, well defended by Sonia. Last 55 seconds. Bergamasco wants her to move in more. Angles cut off. They are pummeling. I'm sure the clinch will be broken by the referee, cautioning both the Colombian and the Indian, saying, listen to me, fight in the center of the ring.
Again, Sonia resetting, and she needs to start using that jab, and she managed to get one away there. But Castaneda has definitely had a very solid second round here, and once more we could be going to a blockbuster third to decide the destiny of the latest semi-final place that we're dishing out, this time at featherweight.
It certainly is, Patrick.
Well, I think Rafael Bergamasco will be desperate to speak to Sonia. He'll be even more animated between the second and the third this time.
We'll see who will face Jo Son Ho in the semi-final.
Look at Rafael, he's out there like Usain Bolt to get into that ring to start talking to Sonia. He knows the next 3 minutes could be the difference between India. You can see Rafael just telling her how to approach this final 3 minutes. The Colombian second as well, having his say, but the two Colombian corners have stayed out the ring. Rafael wanted to confront Sonia and look into the whites of her eyes to make sure she understood what was required in this third round, as Castaneda again, like a raging bull from Colombia, straight out to battle. Sonia needs to keep her cool, keep her technique, and keep it together and recover from that disappointment in the second round where Castaneda did get through.
Yes, head down, like you rightly described, Patrick, raging bull, but the referee cautioning her, saying head up. Sonia again on the retreat. We've got news at the other end that another Chinese has had to bite the dust. The Asian Games gold medalist Yin Junhua has lost in the quarterfinal to the German Gabriel Warner. Split decision. So Gabriel Warner takes on the Netherlands.
She nearly got into trouble there, Pinky. Not Pinky, apologies, getting my Indians mixed up. Sonia.
Gabriel will take on Jemiema Betrian of Netherlands. That is an all-European semi-final.
Sonia desperately trying to stay out of trouble. The Colombian in the final 2 minutes. Her date with destiny and a medal. The Indian crowd rising to their feet, but she's going to have to come up with a big finish here. This is very much in the balance. Castaneda's recovered from a slow start and has looked dangerous in this second and third round.
Sonia not getting her range, not getting the chance. Yes, she's got caught again, Patrick. You're dead right.
She moved well there, though. She's just now in this final half of the third round got to try and get some ammunition in her own gun and get it away, because Castaneda has looked really dangerous. Sonia's not been troubled in terms of being in danger of having a wobble, but it's just what the judges are going to interpret here. Her technique stays strong, but in terms of the dominance of the bout, it's a pendulum that swung from India to Colombia over the course of the last 8 minutes.
Yes, the second and third round, she has that crouching style and comes in like a raging bull. Arias Castaneda, the Colombian girl.
Castaneda gave Sonia a chance there to line her up, but Sonia unfortunately ended up hitting the back of the head, which the referees warned her against. Yes. You can see Sonia's going for the big finish though, Novi.
Caution been given. We come to the last 40 seconds. Sonia's turned it around well here. Can she land in a few jabs?
The punches are becoming more slaps from now from Sonia. Oh, that was a nice right though. She managed to get through with a nice right. A couple more of those are what the doctor's ordering for the last 25 seconds. Apologies for that, we just momentarily left ring A, but we're back with the action here. Sonia swinging for all her life is worth. It was a great first round from the Indian. She wobbled in the second, and in the third she tried so hard to re-establish her superiority, but I don't think the energy's there from her. And at the end of a killer third round, we'll go to the scorecards. Sonia raises her arm. The Colombian's entitled to feel quite confident as well. We'll wait and see what the judges make of it all.
So who will meet Jo Son Ho in the semi-final? The other semi-final, we have Jemia Betrian of Netherlands against Gabriel Warner of Germany. The Colombian attacking.
Yes, she really managed to find her stride, the Colombian. It was almost as if it took her around to try and figure out how to cope with Sonia's lucid style. But when she did, she threw with alarming regularity. Really aggressive stuff from the Colombian. Here we go. Here's the decision. It's split. Oh, nervy times.
Blue
Oh, she's done it! Well, the Colombian will be disappointed.
India.
Quite
Sonia.
frankly, I'm not sure about those scorecards. 4 of the judges have given Sonia every round. I can't agree with that. The Hungarian actually gave it by a point to the Colombian. But the most important thing is it's another medal for India. And Sonia has come through yet another tough challenge. She'll face Jo Son Ho in the semi-finals. It's a guaranteed medal for India in front of a delighted KD Jadhav Stadium.
We now move on to bout number 250, and it is the first semi-final in the women's featherweight division with a weight limit of 57 kilograms. Your referee for this contest is from England, Mr. Lee Innes, and the judges are from Hungary, Azerbaijan, Trinidad and Tobago, Cuba and Algeria. First, please welcome to the ring, fighting out of the red corner from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, it's Jo Son Ho.
We just saw that Pang did really well for North Korea. Another boxer from North Korea, she's walking in. Jo Son Ho from North Korea, she's done really well. She's been very impressive. Her reach has been good. This is, of course, the 57 kg category.
And her opponent fighting out of the blue corner and representing India, it's Sonia!
A big cheer for Sonia. Of course, the crowd's getting excited. Why not? She's been the performer. She's done very well. Big responsibility, bit of pressure as well on her. And Sonia from India taking on Jo Son Ho from North Korea. Going to be a big test for her. The coach just having a word with Sonia exactly how to go about. Remember, 3 rounds of 3 minutes each, and all of them waiting in eagerness for the start of this bout.
And I think for the first time we are seeing the North Korean support being drowned out by Indian voices. They did the job yesterday when Mary Kom was fighting against that North Korean Kim, and they're at it again now.
Yeah, the English referee, Lee Martin, just having a word with both of them. Of course, in the blue corner, Sonia, everything in readiness for the start of the first round. And, she knows big responsibility. She's already got a bronze, but this is going to be a different contest.
That familiar style of Sonia, just leading with that languid left hand, a slightly busier, more fractious technique approached and used by Jo Son Ho. But Sonia looking nimble on her feet. That's been the style of her fighting, and so many of the Indians who've had success, light on their feet and really just waiting for the opportunities, as Jo Son Ho is the first to attack with real menace.
Absolutely. That was some good punches as well. Few jabs, few crosses straight away. He's been on the attack. That is exactly what we saw in the earlier bouts as well from her, from Jo Son Ho from North Korea. Sonia, she's have to really up her game here. Going to be a different ball game altogether against the North Korean. Of course, slight advantage, I feel, Patrick, as far as her reach is concerned. And you rightly mentioned very nimble-footed. Going to be important how she uses those shoulders, those hips, regarding that pivot, that swing to get that energy as well, with those blows, those jabs as well. Just trying to use the reach. But the start has been good from the North Korean.
Well, I read Sonia all wrong. I thought she might be looking a little bit nervous going into this, but she looks buzzing now. It's almost like she thrives on the fighting. She's been a very quiet character in and around the camp. It's very difficult to get anything out of her when you meet up with her in the warm-up room and such, but She's an absolute tigress, isn't she? She's the epitome of our official mascot at these championships, Sherni.
Absolutely, rightly mentioned. Our mascot, Sherni. And, that stands for the tigress, and she's got to do that in the ring now. Sonia, she's got to be attacking. She's got to deliver her best here. Start those combinations straight away. I think she's come back well after that initial blow from.
She could just do with that right hand she throws. When she throws it, it's a slightly unorthodox style that her right comes in at. But she's certainly got aggression by the bucket load. And as you mentioned already, you've referred to it, RJ, that tall, languid, sort of loose style she's got is actually quite suited to cause opponents problems. She's using that reach at the moment. Look, bossing the middle of the ring as well. That could be key in the judges' eyes, but you just look how dangerous the North Korean looks, Jo Sung-hwa, real danger.
Yeah, you're right. I think at times when you're confident and you got to believe in your ability, believe in the best, and the best will come for you. That's always important. But I think she's come back well here, Sonia. Is having a word, the English referee, Lee Martin.
Again, that left paw like a bear almost, coming forward, and she connects with the right there, Sonia. That was good work. Oh, that was a good left though from the North Korean in response. They're both starting to trade now in the final seconds of round one. Business picking up here in New Delhi, RJ.
Absolutely. I think the business end of the round was very impressive. Both of them really picking up. Sonia really coming back very well. The coach once again having a word in this 1 minute break. This started off too well, Sonia. Of course, Jo Son was more aggressive early on. You could see that in the corner as well. But then she came back up very nicely, attacking, trying to use her reach. So good blows from her.
Come away with what would be then a guaranteed minimum of 2 silver and 2 bronze. It's North Korea in red, India in blue. Oh, that was good work. Jo Sung-hwa just tagged Sonia there. Sonia managing to land one of her own in retreat. You can see she's lighter on her feet than the North Korean. And she's doing well. She's only in the middle of the ring at the moment, because she could just do with trying to negate. She's allowing herself to get tagged a couple of times by Jo Sung-hwa. She still looks relaxed though, doesn't she?
Yeah, you're right. I think, at times in the first round, you just assess your partner, how she's going about, what are the strengths she's got, how you can attack. So the second round at times is different. That's exactly what we saw in the second bout. Bang Chol really came back, the North Korean. And, here also the North Korean trying to come back. And start off too well. She's once again clinging out there.
Oh, that was another nice jab from Jo Sung-hwa. Sonia allowed herself to get struck in the target area once more. We saw her come up with a big finish to round one. I think she needs to do the same here in round two to stay competitive going into the third. But I tell you one thing, RJ, her style, I think, the technique and I'm not sure about the tactics, but the technique will be impressing the judges here. She looks much more a natural boxer than the North Korean at this point in proceedings. Light on the feet, she's doing a good job of getting out of trouble for the most part. And that 1-2 punch combination she lands is impressive as well.
I totally endorse your views, because she's really moving very freely, and some blows from her, especially in the first round, the last 30 seconds, are very impressive. Going to be all about how she comes back. But the North Korean, well, she's trying really hard. The combinations she's used, those crosses, those jabs, some hooks as well, have been very impressive from her. Not much time left now in the second round, just about 25 seconds from here on.
Look at the redness of the face of Jo Sung-hwa. Sonia, I mean, the other thing about the Indies, every time they come out after a fight, they look like they've only just had a 2-minute jog, not been engaging in 9 minutes of extreme physical activity. And Sonia still looks like she's got lots of petrol left in the tank, and she's going to need it, because she'll need a big third round here. And she comes in with a shot there, just about connects as she pushes the North Korean away. Final 4 seconds of a gripping second round, RJ.
Absolutely, I think she's come back well. some good blows at the latter half of this round once again. That's exactly what she did in the first round as well. Just tries to come back.
Look at Rafael Bergamasco, the Italian Indian head of boxing, starting straight in there, trying to get instructions into Sonia to see if she can pull this off. You can see, having praised the boxing technique, when she comes forward with that right, it's almost like an involuntary motion. It's not like a straight punch. It's almost trying to slap into the opponent at times. She could do it cleaning up. See, it's almost like a side of her fist that she comes forward with that right at times.
In both the rounds, she's done well. Of course, that's a mascot, Sherni. She's been very busy out there.
Sherni a bit shy of the camera for some reason. There she is.
I saw her. She was waving to you as well, Patrick.
There's a story going around. She was seen leaving my hotel this morning. But here's Jo Songhua, looks out on her feet here. Sonia looks really fresh. She's got to keep busy here. Just use that height and reach advantage. Just try and land a couple of 1-2 combinations and get out of dodge without being hit. Hit, not be hit. That's the name of the game.
Absolutely. Remember, this is going to be a very important round. This is the last round as well. We have 3 rounds of 3 minutes each. Just clinging there. She's got to start well. In both the rounds, as you mentioned earlier, she really finished very nicely, trying to dominate. But now she's once again trying to be more aggressive in this round, Sonia, for sure.
She's managed to stay out of trouble for the first minute of this third round, Sonia. The question now is, can she try and land some shots of her own to make sure she takes a third? She goes forward there and just gets caught up by the North Korean.
Yeah, Jo Son, I think even in the first round, she started off pretty well. She was very aggressive. Just the finish that Sonia did in both the rounds, in the first and second round, were impressive from her. But this round, Jo Son has done well so far. She started out well, once again on the defensive a bit. Sonia, going to be very important. Can she finish things off in style here?
Oh, she got tagged by a left from Jo Songhua. That wasn't ideal. Looking for that big finish in the third round. Oh, that was a nice right from the Indian, though. That was Sonia's best shot of the bout so far.
Absolutely, absolutely stunning from her. That's exactly what she needs. A few more. Once again, a good defense there from Jo Son.
She looks the fresher of the two. I'm sure now in this final minute she's going to go so she doesn't leave anything out in that ring. A quick glance over to Rafael Bergamasco to take some last second instructions as we're into the final minute of this absorbing contest, and Sonia with that right again manages to get through. And the North Korean crowd are stunned into silence at the moment. It's the Indians making the noise here at the KD Yadav Arena.
Just having a word, the referee, Lee Martin, with Jo Son.
Nice work from Sonia again. She's finishing each round really strong. It's been a trademark of hers through the championship. She looked at a bit of bother in that middle part of the fight, the second round, but she's come on really well in this third. The question is, has she done enough in the eyes of the only 5 people whose opinion matters here? The judges.
Oh, well, that's the bell as well. She's looking confident, Sonia. Will the decision go in her favor? That's going to be important. Will be she the winner out here? Only time will tell, but a few blows by her. Looked very confident in the third round. The combinations were very impressive. I just thought that Jo Son was just tiring a bit in that final and the third round. You see, looked very good. Sonia in all the 3 rounds, she really finished in style with those good blows, few jabs as well. Now, certainly we are waiting for the decision.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards to determine the first confirmed finalist in tomorrow's featherweight final. And the winner, by unanimous decision on points, fighting out of the blue corner and representing India, it's Sonia!
That's a big cheer. She has done India proud, Sonia. What a win for her. Everybody really applauding. Why not? She's really come back very well. We mentioned the way she finished up in each and every round, finishing in style, reaching the final as well. Sonia, what a performance from her. It's been very impressive. She really dominated. Some good combinations she utilized in the third round, and really people rejoicing. Sherni as well, the mascot.
Welcome to the ring. She will be fighting out of the red corner, and she'll be representing India. It's Sonia!
So in walks Sonia in the red corner, the girl from Haryana who's done really well, beating Jo Sonhwa in the semi-finals, the North Korean. She's done really well. Remember in the semi-finals she started a bit slowly, but then changed the complexion with a flurry of rights and lefts, especially in the third round, and she won unanimously. 5-0 was the verdict in her favor. Hailing from Nimri village near Bhiwani in Haryana, a lot of support for her. Can she get the second gold for India? Omela Gabriel Warner of Germany, well, she will be clashing with Sonia. Remember, she beat Gemma Betrian of Netherlands in the semi-final. Going to be a big clash, walking in very confidently. The German, she's done really well, progressing till here in the final.
She somehow managed to get past Castaneda of Colombia in the quarters. And you've got to remember, she's had to win 3 fights to get to this final. So we know she's got what it takes. She's used that height advantage. You just saw Lin of Chinese Taipei use her height and reach advantage to great effect in her bouts. Can Sonia do the same? Sadie Duffy of Ireland, our referee. It's India in red, Germany in blue. The 4th gold medal of these World Championships is up for grabs. So far, 1 for India, 1 for the Democratic People's Republic of North Korea, and 1 for Chinese Taipei. It's an Asian clean sweep at the moment. The Germans will have something to say about that. Sonia, as we always see, she's got this distinctive style. She just looks so loose and comfortable in the ring, but Warner's going to be like a terrier coming towards her. Nice to see Sonia with that left hand sticking out, just trying to find a way. She's got rather an orthodox style of punching, Sonia. It's almost that the fist isn't coming forward first. It's almost like a swipe, isn't it, rather than a punch at times.
She's got that advantage of height. She's much taller as compared to Omela Gabriel Warner of Germany. It's going to be a big day in her life, isn't it? Her inspiration has been Kavita Chahal from the same village. That's Nimri village near Bhiwani. And of course she idolizes Vijender Singh, who's turned a professional boxer now. The training schedule became much tougher for her once she was selected for the World Championship. Everything changed for her. Just having a word there, the referee.
Yes, referees have been brilliant so far tonight. Haven't seen them have to get involved too much. High quality fighters now, as you'd expect. Their technical ability undoubted, having fought their way through from the preliminaries all the way through to the final with a chance to win gold. And what a dream it would be. We've seen a 35-year-old Indian win gold. Imagine how magical it would feel if a 21-year-old managed it as well. High expectations. Sonia's the kind of girl, having been talking to her regularly throughout the championship, seems quite calm with it all, not getting carried away, incredibly focused. And I know you're fascinated by footwork, RJ. She's got brilliant footwork, hasn't she? Can dance all over the ring.
Absolutely, I think she's done well. She's really defended well, just swing from the opponent's punches.
Nice
she's
left.
really moving back very nicely as well, looking very swift, very calm at the moment in the ring. Remember, last year she won the senior national, and a few people called her Sonia Lather to congratulate her. And they have the first name that's common.
Yeah, there's been some confusion. I think even at the start of these championships, mentioning no names, people were convinced that it might have been the other Sonia.
She as well has done really well, Sonia Lather.
Oh, she got tagged there though. That was loose. That was too loose from Sonia. She missed with a wild right, and Warner stepped on the gas to come through with an opportunity. So Sonia knows she needs to come back, and come back she is doing. Final seconds of the first round. Sonia with a couple of mistakes, and she's been tagged there as well. She needs to regroup. Remember, It's been her third round displays that have seen her through so far. And they're now going toe to toe, and that was a good hit from Sonia. Sonia managing to connect to the end of round one. I think the German might have edged it, but it's close.
Yeah, you're right. I think the German just edging in the very end, and some good punches, good combinations employed by her.
Like a leopard pouncing on its prey to, I think, maybe just possibly edge the first round. The crowd still packed to the rafters here at the KDNF.
Just getting a piece of advice from the coach as well, Sonia. Will she alter her game plan, her strategy against Omela Gabriel in this round?
Some delay here. Just checking, it's mopping up the red corner there. I think there's been water spilt on the red corner, so they were just, Sadie Duffy quite rightly making sure it was mopped up. Don't want anyone slipping over there. The perspiration coming off the fighters is already at times a bit of a risk. Look at this, explosive start to the second round by both of them, and they're both letting swing. Sonia doesn't need to get drawn into this. She needs to stick to the game plan. The German, with a good guard, managed to block the biggest of Sonia's shots that came through there. And Warner exploded up the traps at the start of the second, RJ.
Absolutely, good some left and rights used by her, employed by her. She was really strong. She's trying to gain that momentum and just carry it forward, what she did in the first round as well. Been attacking, she's trying to dominate here. Omela Gabriel, can Sonia really come back? In a flurry of punches from the German.
Oh, she's knocked her down. That's, oh my word, that's been ruled a slip. I think Sonia might be very fortunate there. Oh, Sonia's under the pump now, I'm afraid. That was ruled a slip, but it was a clear hit from where I'm sitting. Would you agree, RJ? Looked like it was a knockdown.
Absolutely. I feel she's giving no room there, German, and she's really started to dominate now. She knows that Sonia at the moment is a touch on the back foot. Can she come back? Really clinging there.
Sonia there, trying to respond with a shot of her own, but the German's been mightily impressive here.
But remember the semi-final, Patrick, it was Sonia who came back very strong in the third round. She made the difference there.
That was the key, and that's why Raffleberger Masco's tactics have been spot on, but she's in danger here of being overwhelmed. This has got 10-8 round written all over it, and there she drops her guard at a crucial moment, and Sonia is struggling, I'm afraid, badly here. The 21-year-old from Bhiwani, Haryana, who's done such a wonderful job of getting to the finals, has maybe now finally met her match, but there still has, RJ quite rightly points out, the charge of a miraculous third round comeback to come. But Warner here, credit to the German, has taken control with an electric atmosphere favouring the Indian. It's that ruthless German efficiency.
Absolutely, I think the crowds are backing up, but Sonia has to do something different. The German is giving no room at all. She's dominated, clinging there, just separating up.
Sadie Duffy having to have a proper chat with Sonia there. I think the end of this round can't come soon enough. Sonia just cannot find her range with the German. Is this the standing 8 count coming now? No. I thought it might be. She's really struggling here, poor old Sonia. She's still throwing leather. Credit to the young Indian. Even if it's only silver, silver is a monumental achievement for someone so young. In fact, I'd have to check the stats. She is going to be one of the youngest medal winners here for sure. She may even be the youngest.
Yes, great to her. She's done really well reaching up till this final. But that's the end of the second round as well.
Great support. Really. Great support in the stands at Raffleberger Masco as the German coach barks instructions to Warner, who surely must feel she's only 3 minutes of a steady round away from a gold medal. There was a couple of moments in there. Let's have a look at the knockdown that wasn't. Maybe Sadie W was right. Maybe if I look at the replay. It's a knockdown, isn't it? Has to be judged a knockdown.
Absolutely, absolutely. She was in trouble there. But then once again, when she got up after that as well, flurry of punches there from the German, Warner. Just thought didn't give any room at all there to Sonia to come back.
Yeah, she was on her from the start of that second round. We talk about Sonia's tactics sometimes being a big third round finish. Sonia is now facing an opponent who clearly had the tactics to not let it get to the third round. None of that dancing around. And Warner now is just going to play a safe game here and let's see if Sonia can launch something spectacular to somehow win another gold medal for India.
Yeah, this is a round where she came back very well in the semi-finals. Sonia, can she repeat that once again? Remember,
still great footwork from the Indian, to be fair, but the German has just pegged her back too many times, and some of these shots that are coming through I think are hurting her as well, RJ.
this is the first round. I think the first 1 minute Sonia tried to dominate, but after that Warner has really come back very strongly. Once again, just on the defensive, just moving back a bit. He's trying to attack, but the defense, the guard has been very good from the German. Into the sidelines there.
So India already have 2 bronze and a gold. Is it going to be another gold or another, well, first silver, the way it's looking like? I think silver might be the limit for Sonia, but what an exciting future she has ahead of her in Indian sport. Both her, Manisha Mohan, Lovelina as well. So many youngsters coming through on the international stage at these championships. That's been a highlight.
Absolutely, and I think overall the Indian women's boxing has really risen. Credit to the federation as well. But surely, as far as Sonia is concerned, I think yes, she's on the back foot. The good thing for the German has been after that early 1 minute in the first round, she's really dominated, giving no room at all. Even in this round, she's attacking. Time running away as far as Sonia is concerned. Can she do something different? Can a miracle happen here?
Well, it needs to be something dynamic here in Delhi from Sonia in the final minute, 15 seconds. I fear it's going to be beyond her, but what an account she's given herself at these championships. And let's give credit as well to a brilliant display this by Mela Warner. She has been sensational.
Yeah, you're right. She had a great bout against Jo Son of North Korea in the semi-final, Sonia. But yes, this opponent, Warner, has been absolutely up to the mark. She's been very different.
Another hammer blow with the right from the German. To be fair, Sonia's done well. I think to take this to 3 rounds, she's been under the pump throughout here. And I know we've speculated on some outcomes, and well, not you so much, RJ. You're too sensible for that. I'm the fool that sometimes puts its neck on the block, but I hate to say it because we want the Indians to do well. I've been fully behind the Indian team. This surely is Warner's bout now. Far too much for Sonia to do in the final 30 seconds.
Absolutely, and you can see the body language as well. It's not great. I think it's also the mind games. She's tried really her best, Sonia. Credit should be given to her.
But there's absolutely no shame in winning silver anyway. And who knows, you never know. Might be an upset on the judges' scorecards. And believe me, stranger things have happened over the last 9 days.
Time running away, just about 10 seconds left now.
Great work from Sonia. What a final flurry she's put in, but this is the bridge too far. We'll find out very shortly, RJ.
Mela Gabriel, she had a great semi-final, beating Gemma Bertrand of Netherlands. Has she done enough? This is a clash for the gold, for the summit. Once again, to start with this round, just see the German always looking for those flurry of punches, those left and rights. She's done really well. Those flurry of punches into the sidelines out there. He was in a bit of trouble. Had to come back really. She did really well in the semi-finals, the 3rd round. Sonia. But is it enough? Waiting for the result now.
After a sensational women's featherweight final, we go to the judges' scorecards to determine the winner and 2018 AIBA Women's World Boxing Championships gold medalist in the featherweight division on points via a split decision. In the blue corner, representing Germany, Mela Gabriel Warner.
So Warner has done it, winning up on points 4-1. She's been very impressive, trying to dominate, didn't give any room at all. And Sonia, yes, she's young, she has her lessons to be learned, but Warner was much better on the day. Really dominated, filled with joy, and why not? She's done a wonderful job. Gold here for Germany and Warner. Great delight there for Mela Gabriel Warner. Not expected from Sonia, but yes, he's real credit to her reaching the final as well, especially the way she played that bout in the semi-final, beating Jo Son of North Korea.
The medals for this weight will be presented by Mr. Rahul Bhatnagar and the commemorative floral tiaras by Miss Selawati from the AIBA Executive Committee. So, our first medalist, a bronze medal to be presented to, representing the Netherlands, Jemima Betrian. Mr. Bhatnagar to present the medal. Thank you very much to Mr. Bhatnagar, and then Miss Selawati will present that floral commemorative tiara. And now a second medal at these championships with the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Jo Son Hwa. Congratulations to Jo Son Hwa. The floral tiara presented once more by Miss Selawati. And now at the age of 21 at her first World Championships, it's a silver medal representing India. It's Sonia. Thank you to Mr. Bhatnagar to present the medal, and Miss Selawati with the floral tiara. And now with arguably the display of the finals night so far, a scintillating display in the final, confirming her and her country's first gold at these championships, representing Germany. It's Amelia Gabrielle Ora. Thank you to Mr. Bhatnagar for presenting the medals. Miss Selawati now with the final ceremonial floral tiara.